So I was walking around the other day and a certain quote popped back into my head. One that has constantly revisited me in my times of need. And it goes like this. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. Now, this has always been a quote that I've lived by throughout my years of struggling and feeling what life has to offer. And for as long as I can remember, this quote has always seemed to creep its way back into my life, and I really don't believe that coincidence plays a hand in why that is. And yeah, it interests me, it baffles me, but it really interests me. Because after all the thought that you put into trying to make your life more bearable, the only thing that's always left standing between you and where you want to be is you. Maybe a darker, more uncomfortable version of yourself. Someone that you have cast out from your mind and shackled up in the depths of your heart, where you just constantly inaccurately label that person as someone that doesn't exist. And that someone is the most important obstacle that we as individuals have to overcome in order to attain any form of happiness. And yeah, I have essentially formed my entire life around this quote. But I think a really great example of this can be seen in the character of Guts in Berserk. Now, I'm always talking about Berserk, but I think the main reason I do, and the main reason I love this manga so much, is because of this quote. This concept of facing your reality, one that you do not want to entertain, one that you do not want to confront, is a lesson that is never taught to us as humans on this planet. Now, in Berserk, the character of Guts is the raw embodiment of this concept. We see him struggle from the moment he is born to the moment of the now, and he is constantly fighting for what he believes in and fighting for himself, which also makes him the most progressive character I have ever seen in a manga. Throughout the manga, we see him as a character who is constantly fighting demons, real demons, not ones in his head. However, these demons are implied to resemble the demons that exist within himself. And he is constantly fighting, not just for himself, but in order to protect the ones that he loves the most. And I really think we can take something from that. I really think that if we just behave a bit more like Guts, not in the violent sense, but more so having that courage to take that step towards addressing that person within you that you have shunned away for so long. I do really think that there is value in that. There is something to benefit from that. For me personally, this kind of mindset has allowed me to feel a sense of progression even as an adult, that whenever there's something that is traumatic or sad or makes me angry, I take it as a step. I take it as a step in learning more about the person inside me that I do not want to know. I take it as a step towards even further understanding that person that I am afraid of inside. And by understanding that person, I have now gained more control, more sanity, and more strength over my own individual self. Now, to round this up, I think that we would all benefit a lot from implementing this sort of concept into our lives. We've always been taught, we've always been conditioned to think that if we work hard and if we pursue a career that is stable, we will be able to experience the comfort that we've always longed for. However, the truth of the matter is, if you never truly understand who you are as a person, how can you ever find out what truly makes you comfortable? What truly makes you happy? And the only way for you to find that out is to confront that person within. Peace, guys.